is the worst. I've never seen it. I've been around a while. I've been around since, well, God knows how long in this world. I won't even go into it. I've never seen anything like this. This is the meanest, most racist campaign I've ever seen.
More than when Obama ran?
Well, they were not outspoken about it.
There you go,
Obama's time has been like sub-rosa racism. People just, they obstruct him, they make up laws.
They said some words, we had some issues with some N-words
but not like
before.
this.
But not like
this is problematic.
But I think that's what seems to be so appealing for people, because they're fighting against this sort of PC environment. So Donald Trump is saying things that I think people actually think and feel and say behind closed doors. And now he's put it out there, and they are just running to him in droves, and that's
you know, it's like when you turn the lights on at night and all the roaches come out. It's like, I don't mean to say that, I'm not saying that his fans are roaches. I'm just saying that there's a again, the sub-rosa word, but things are undercover, and then suddenly they're out there like that, and it's not pretty.
This campaign also reminds me of the reality shows, not to bring that up because of Trump at all, but the TV shows and the types of shows that we watch and the things that we engage in our entertainment world. It's starting to mirror that in the political world, which I think is really not good for us, because entertainment is entertainment, and these are government people. These are people that are running our government to represent us against the whole world or with the whole world. It's ridiculous.
Okay, what about Ted Cruz? Now, Ted Cruz admitted that he had avoided attacking Trump, so he didn't end up as quote-unquote roadkill, but he took the gloves off. Watch.
Our girls are going to come join us on the road later this afternoon. I'm not looking forward to telling the girls why Donald Trump is launching insults and attacks at their mommy. I'm not looking forward to that conversation. It's not easy to tick me off. I don't get angry often. But you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone.
Oh, yeah.
It so didn't resonate with me, maybe because I'm like from the Bronx. I
didn't believe him.
I didn't believe it. It looked like he was like John Wayne, and he was like doing this like, you sniveling coward. I mean, I wanted like, right? Like, I wanted like mess with my wife, and you know, I don't know, I wanted New York. I wanted Bronx.
I'm not a Ted Cruz gal. Like, I have issues with his delivery.
What are you, a gal? Who would you vote for?
I'm a Rand Paul kind of gal. I might have to do a write-in. I mean, we talked about that before. We'll talk about it later. I don't know that I can. But this was a moment where I said I felt like I could stand up and applaud Ted Cruz. Because let me tell you something. If I were married and somebody picked on my husband, that person would have a price to pay, or my mother, or my father. So good for him for coming out and saying, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate this. And it also showed that he's tough, because guess what? Someone who needs to go against Hillary Clinton, she's a tough woman, she's smart, she's educated, they better be able to be tough. And he just showed, guess what, Donald, I can be tough too.
When they asked Cruz if he would vote for Trump, he hedged. So give me a break.
He always does that.
He should say, no, you know what, I'm not going to vote for anyone who speaks about my wife like that. That's what he should be saying.
But you made a good point just now, because you were saying it's not what Jeb Bush did.
Jeb Bush didn't do it. Whoopi talks about that all the time. At least he did it, even though I didn't feel, I mean, that's the way he talks. And that's his delivery.
There's a lot of misogyny and a lot of female bashing going on, and my wife's prettier than yours, and my hands are bigger than yours, and all this other
Or she doesn't know what she's doing. She has
how is he going to play in the general election against a woman? He's Trump or Cruz or Kasich. One of them is going to go up. Kasich is not a misogynist, for what I could tell.
I love Kasich.
Well, I'm gonna out Jed, because we were talking earlier. You've said on this show before that you would vote for Trump.
Yeah.
And you have changed your mind because of what he has said about women.
Listen,
right?
I like his stand. I like his stand on some economic policies. I think he's been an effective businessman. But this stuff that he's retweeting, he's gone after Carly Fiorina. I'm tired of him going after Megyn Kelly. Now this, it's nonsense. This should be beneath the office of the presidency. So I'm not going to vote for a guy to lead my country, because guess what? I want the American president to be respected everywhere.
Okay,
this is not going to be respected.
Well, here's something that you like. Thank you. You know, this is... How come these... Wait a second. How come these men are not clapping? I see two men that were not clapping. He will, because you'll tell him to clap. Good girl. But you know, here's something you'll enjoy. Trump's favorability among women nationwide is 23%. Not good. And he's tanking with Hispanics. His unfavorability among women is at 75%. You cannot win without our vote, Donald.
That's right.
And the Latino vote.
But the problem is,